Mboti, y'all. Boni. In other words, hello, or hey. How you doing? I had to do it, y'all. I had to do it. First off, cancel your subscriptions to white male supremacy. Cancel your subscriptions to European supremacy. Do that shit now. And then get a subscription to my shit. Subscribe. Thank you. Appreciate you. Mwah. Um, as usual, Black love, pride, and power. Know yourself, to love your people. Okay? Um, I'm gonna need us to put our third eye vision on, our pineal vision. That's what we're gonna call it today. I need us to turn on our pineal vision. Ask me why. Because it's necessary. We should always have our pineal vision turned on. We gotta always be looking for that real. Always see through the fake shit. We're gonna talk about Luke Cage, guys. And I'm not happy. I'm not happy, Bob. Anybody who's seen the Incredibles, I'm not happy. I'm not. I'm sorry. I know you're like, what, what? She don't like Luke Cage? No, I don't like that shit because I'm a black woman. Fuck you mean? Okay. Now, mind you, when I saw the promo for Luke Cage, I had everybody tell me, "Oh, you gotta see black men." All black men telling me, "Oh, you gotta see Luke Cage. Oh, Luke Cage. You'll really like Luke Cage. They do this and that. Luke Cage, blue." So I finally said, and this is what I would tell them. I'm like, I really feel like I'm gonna watch this shit and I'm gonna be mad. What? It's gonna be a black man, non-black woman, this, that, and the third. When it does, I literally called the movie or the TV series before I ever saw it. And brothers still, all kinds of different brothers, light brothers, dark brothers, mulatto brothers, all of them. So they told me, nah, like Luke Cage is like, you're gonna like this one, you're gonna like this one. And I was raised Marvel, I was a Marvel fan and whatnot. I said, fuck it, I'm gonna give it a try. And I told every man who told me that I liked Luke Cage, I told them, I said, you better hope this ain't some fuck shit, because I ain't gonna let you hear the end of it if it is. And you know what? Y'all ain't finna hear the end of this shit. Every single brother who told me that I had to see Luke Cage and that it was the shit, I had to read him his rights from here to Timbuktu and back. I had to round trip that ticket on their asses, on the bullshit they had me sit through. And it's a good thing that I just got another free subscription of a month for Netflix, because if I would have paid for Netflix just to see that shit, absolutely infuriated. Let's start off with the first episode. I knew this series was gonna be ain't shit when I saw the first episode. You've got your regular old corny kind of square black dude, whatever. And I think he was the dude for the character. That's not what I'm getting at here. A bunch of men chilling in a barbershop. The first black woman you see, bad, gorgeous dark-skinned sister, single mother, and she was doing the whole going to school to be a lawyer thing and whatnot. But you got your single mother, black woman, slash, educated, but you're independent. I can do it all by myself. The typical characteristics that would be associated with I don't need a man type. Although she had so many things that were set in place for her to be that stereotypical character, they would have made her look incredibly thirsty. So you got the single, educated black woman and all that kind of stuff being thirstified in the first what, couple minutes of the episode. Now, I think honestly she was just being a woman who's trying to chitter chat with the male preferred and whatnot. But I know most men who see her behavior as thirsty. I personally didn't think she was being thirsty, but I know how it looks. I know how it looks. So with that being said, that's already strike one. And y'all got, Luke Cage got 57 million strikes, y'all. But the first black woman I see happens to be a single mother who's going to school, no man, and she's getting the look of being thirsty towards Luke Cage. All right. By the end of the episode, he goes to his second job, and in his second job, he's working behind the bar and whatnot, and he meets this other sister who is, significantly known to be lighter brown skin. Still brown skin sister, but much lighter than the first thirsty sister. And she's sitting there in her natural hair, you know, beautiful. The sister was bad. I think that's a bad sister too, you know. But he's sitting there, she's sitting there in her natural hair and her pretty dress and whatnot, doing her thug thizzle and they flirt and whatnot. But he automatically assumes that she's some kind of a hooker, a prostitute, gold digger, or something because of how she's looking in there and where she's at and the direction she keeps eyeballing. Damn, our first thought of this sister is that she's a hoe. You know? And so the night's over and he runs into her walking out or whatever. And she's like, oh, can we get some coffee? This man don't like or drink coffee. But he still invites her back to his place and he immediately has sex with her. First dark-skinned black woman, he wasn't interested. Next black woman, immediately fuckable. That's it. And then, she slips out. And they have it seem like she really is thotty or something, like she's really a prostitute because she slips down the middle of the night, goes and hops in this mysterious car, and gets on about her business. So your initial thought of this woman is that, oh, she ain't shit. She's easy. Clearly she's got to be easy. She come in there looking like that. Same night, a couple hours later, she's got all this shit going on and whatnot. And it's just like, if that was the case, then why did you truly curve the chocolate sister? What? That was, you didn't want to dip in that? But at the same time, it's like, why is it that your first romantic encounter with the African woman is automatically sex, first thing? Highly annoyed. I was highly annoyed when I saw this. This is all the first episode. This is not even for the end of the first episode. This is all the first half of the first episode. Then, I'm just going to get all the rest of the black woman characters out. Okay? I'm just going to go by the black woman representation before I get into the rest of the bullshit, because I'm mad at how they represented black men as well, and I'm mad at how they represented African revolutionary people as well. Number one, I'm mad at how they represented black women. I have every right to be. I'm a black and I'm a woman. Number two, I'm mad about how they represented black men, and then I'm mad about how they represented black power. I think actually it might be black power before black men, because there's still some like black men characters in there that it's just it's holistically ain't shit, y'all. Let's not titter-tat pick away at it. It's holistically ain't shit. But this is the order I'm gonna talk about it. Black woman, black men, black community. That's how I'm gonna talk about it, okay? Next black woman we see. She's running for mayor or some shit like that, okay? Fine, pristine, bourgeoisie, attitude, treating the black man like shit, gimme for what we're seeing initially. It's like nothing in return, disrespectful, petty, everything about her character is fucked up, when we first see this older black woman who is the cousin to Cottonmouth. Their first encounter is just she leaves a sour taste in your mouth. And so we have the younger, I would say like 30s or so, dark-skinned black woman. We have the brown skin, around the same age, maybe a little younger black woman. And then we have the older dark-skinned black woman. Okay. Another black woman role we see is Mama Mabel, something like that, which is Cottonmouth and the woman who's the mayor, their mom. This is another dark-skinned, this one heavy-set, abusive black woman who runs prostitutions and numbers, who's abusive toward her son or abusive toward her grandson, super pushy towards a completely different lifestyle for her granddaughter. Forced the grandson to murder when he wasn't ready and whatnot. All kinds of shit. She was kind of horrible. And then you have this is the woman who groomed the other horrible black woman. And mind you, this older black woman It's going through life, jumping the fence, trying to be political, but also only able to maintain her financial stability politically and for her campaigns and stuff because she's pimping her cousin, who she has the nerve to look down on, while she was intentionally sheltered while he was pushed into shit, but she can't really do shit without him. But she want to ignore that. It's just she's just fucked up. All you see is a treacherous, fucked up, dark skinned African woman. And you got half y'all ancient ass brothers out there who will watch the whole Luke Cage series and be like, "Yep, that's exactly why I got to get me a non-black woman, because that's exactly what Luke Cage did." I'm not even gonna get to the end yet. I'm not even gonna do. I'm gonna save that one. I'm gonna save it. So we got those are majority of our black female representation, and of course you have some questionable black women representation. I say questionable because they look like they can be mixed with either Asian or stuff. So until I know for sure, I'm gonna put a question mark. I reserve the right to, because I'm not sure. And they're all the superior to this other black woman. Now, let's address the fact that, per usual, they put black women faces as the poster child for white male supremacy, for Eurocentric male supremacy. And that's what I'm tired of hearing in the streets. I'm tired of hearing it from my dad and all of that, about how black women are just tools and pawns and this and the third of white men. And there are some women who are, yes, but majority of us are not. So when you make a black woman an FBI agent, I got a problem with it, especially since we know that we all got a fucking problem with law enforcement. When you make the black woman a politician, I got a problem with it because we know that one, she's in this in the series as a corrupt politician, on top of that, and then she's still a politician, and it's just like another black face on white male supremacy. Like, what the, why can't we just have our faces on some decent shit? And that's another thing, like, why couldn't the black woman that he had sex with in the first episode, why couldn't that be his love interest throughout the series? Why did he have to go ditch her and get this Cuban chick, and those two are like pitted against each other the entire time? Every single black woman in the series, especially the major three that I mentioned, were all seen as emotional, unstable, crazy, at some point in time, treacherous, vindictive, thoughty, loose. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And then also the politician African woman ends up getting in with the dude who played the devil himself, like the only white boy, or just two white men in the whole shit. One is the black woman who's the FBI agent. It's her partner that she has so much faith in. He turned out to be ain't shit, And then the other one is dude who literally plays the devil in the whole entire series operation, and that's who the corrupt politician ends up with, and that's who ends up bailing her out and shit and getting her out of sticky situations and stuff. The one that Diamondback sent. So I'm just sitting here like, we just get no breaks, black women. We just get no breaks. We can't even watch a black TV show and it be about black love. It's still pushing the interracial agenda. It still got us losing in the end. Like, the sister who played the FBI agent just looks so horrible throughout the entire thing. Not because she's not beautiful, not because she sounds... I just don't understand why Rosario Dawson couldn't switch roles with her. Why couldn't they cast her as the major love interests and the one who's desirable and the one who's good long-term and all that kind of stuff? Why couldn't they cast the black woman as that role and Rosario Dawson as the other role? Or have a black woman in both roles? And I just already know so many black men who ain't shit. Now, all black men ain't shit, because I know some really righteous African men. I'm very fortunate enough to be able to say that. But for the ain't shit ass niggas out there gonna hear this and sit here and say, "Oh, I'm just jealous," whatever the case. Well, y'all can say whatever the hell you want to say. Just don't say it in my comment section, or you will be blocked. I don't got the energy for it, okay? But are we gonna sit here and really ignore this? Is this really just, oh, black women complaining again? Is this really just another dark skin problem? Or are we really going to sit there and be petty and pass it all these legitimate frustrations off as something that could just be thrown off like that? Not today. I don't think so. And you know what, y'all? I'm gonna chop it up. I'm gonna use this video to talk about Black women representation in Luke Cage and why Luke Cage is on some fuck shit. This will be Luke Cage series Ain't Shit Part 1. And then the next one will be about Black men. It'll be Part 2. The next one will be about Black people. It'll be Part 3. There you go. Keep it. I know people's attention spans be shot, so I'm gonna work with you, okay? I'm gonna wrap it up. Recap. First Black woman we see. It's perceived as thirsty, you know, and she's a beautiful, gorgeous, bad sister who also happens to be a single mother in school and whatnot. Good kid as a son though, but she's not good enough for Luke Cage. She doesn't catch his attention. This gorgeously fabulous sister who's just asking for your time of day isn't worthy of it. Then the next sister you come across happens to be the face of white male supremacy and has faith in her job and the badge. Then on top of that, you know, she's a smash and pass, and then y'all got these awkward encounters for like the rest of the season. And then you still, you know, you and that sister could have had a conversation, not patched up and got on with your lives, but no, instead you choose to hop with the Cuban chick. And that's also, we're not going to ignore the fact, oh, spoiler alert, that while you was in jail, you got fucked over by a mulatto. And if you guys are just now watching Luke Cage and you haven't gotten that far, yes, I'm spoiling it for you. He got fucked over by the mulatto chick that he fell in love with in jail. His bad, honestly. Or not it's not a real story, Jai. But as far as the writing and stuff, I mean, my level of sympathy is minuscule. If you're gonna do Black women like that, then I don't care how you get treated by non-Black women. You know, and so not only but you got this Black woman, brown skinned sister, face of white supremacy, a white partner who she had faith in. You know, you got her acting irrational and shit, choking out the Cuban chick. Oh, you know, poor non-African woman. And all that other kind of stuff. Then you have the older, dark-skinned Black woman who is a corrupt politician, a murderer, treacherous, grimy, sat there and made a mockery of the whole Black Lives Matter movement, which is already a mockery, but like to see it on TV, it's just like in a not a sitcom, but in, you know, a TV show like that, it's just it's so insulting. It's so insulting. Then you got Mama Mabel, who is running this whole power matriarchy of fuck shit, and who is being so horrible to the little Black boy and so different towards the little Black girl, you know? Which honestly, and most times in reality, it's the other way around. But in this case, either way, it's fucked up. You know, you got another Black woman being pushed aside, smashed past, seen for her sexual attractiveness, but not for her holistic attractiveness, and she just sits there and gets thoroughly embarrassed throughout the entire season by this Cuban girl. It's just, I'm sorry, I'm not happy. So please, per usual, cancel your subscriptions. As usual, Black love, pride, and power, and keep your pineal vision on, y'all. See the fuck shit when it appears, because I peeped all the shit the moment I watched it, you know. And if you don't see it, it's because you don't want to, because the shit's right there. There's no effects. And I'm not even going to encourage you to go watch it to find out, because I really feel like that shit shouldn't have aired on nothing. But it's disrespectful to Black people holistically. But I'm going to tell you why Black men should be mad about Luke Cage too when I in this next video. So I love y'all, family, and peace.